Recently, I made a video about 18 curiosities regarding Satoru Gojo, our blue-eyed sensei. As I saw that you really liked it, here are 18 more curiosities about Satoru Gojo. Warning, if you haven't watched the anime yet, this video may contain some spoilers about future events. And if you haven't watched the first video I posted, be sure to check it out later because it's amazing. So, without further ado, let's get straight to the content.
大丈夫でしょ。だって君弱いもん。
1. Since his introduction in the first chapter of the manga and the first episode of the anime, Satoru Gojo has captured the hearts of fans with his strength, personality, and charisma. Surprisingly, Gojo isn't the most popular character in the series. In the first popularity poll of the Jujutsu Kaisen manga, he was voted as the third most popular character, receiving an impressive 16,923 votes. His strong presence and charisma have earned him a loyal and enthusiastic fan base. 2. Gij Akutami, the author of Jujutsu Kaisen, suggested that the theme songs that best represent Satoru Gojo would be Mata Minu Asuni by the band Asian Kung Fu Generation, released in 2008, and Shame on Me by Avicii from 2013. These musical choices were made to capture and reflect Gojo's unique personality and character. 3. The name Satoru, common in Japan for boys, carries deep meanings, especially when considering the kanji characters used. One of the most interesting interpretations is to reach a higher perception, reflecting directly Gojo's six eyes ability, which grants him a superhuman perception and the ability to use his powers to the fullest. 4. During his adolescence, Satoru Gojo was a big fan of Digimon, a famous Japanese franchise that includes anime, manga, video games, movies, collectible cards, and toys. This youthful passion is complemented by the fact that his voice actors, both in the Japanese and English versions, voiced characters from Digimon. This connection was even mentioned by the English voice actor Kaiji Tang on his Twitter account. 5. Gojo has the unique ability to recharge his depleted curse techniques, demonstrating an unprecedented control over reverse cursed technique, surpassing even notable characters like Yuta. 6. While we saw Sukuna planning and analyzing Gojo's abilities before the fight, Gojo didn't specifically prepare to face Sukuna. He relied solely on his own strength and faced the King of Curses head-on, without even knowing the workings of Sukuna's domain or abilities. 7. His ability to use reverse technique to recharge his cursed energy reserves is almost like a hack, allowing him an almost infinite capacity to use his techniques repeatedly. However, this ability has limits, as shown in his fight against Sukuna, where excessive use caused damage to his own brain. 8. Satoru Gojo was a lighthearted and playful person until the death of Amanai Riko and the betrayal of his best friend. After these events, Gojo became a sad and lonely person, deciding to transform into a monster and abandon his humanity to protect his students. 9. Satoru Gojo possesses infinite cursed energy. Despite Sukuna and Yuta Okatsu having the largest amounts of cursed energy in the series, Gojo has the best refinement of cursed energy, being able to produce more energy than he expends. 10. In his fight against Sukuna, contrary to what many think, he did not intend to kill Sukuna, but rather to immobilize him to save Megumi, which on several occasions prevented him from finishing the King of Curses. 11. Satoru Gojo's fighting style was inspired by Wing Chun, a traditional Chinese martial art that focuses on accumulating as much damage as possible with very precise and fast strikes. Interestingly, we can see Yuji Itadori using these same movements in the Shibuya arc against Mahito. You can see who taught Itadori, right? 12. Any human who falls into Gojo's domain doesn't last more than 2 seconds inside. Unlike curses, who can recover quickly after entering the domain, humans exposed to Gojo's domain for just 1 second took 2 months to recover. 13. Gojo's six eyes technique remains 100% active all day, which causes a great strain on Satoru Gojo. If the user of the six eyes doesn't know how to use reverse energy, they can become extremely exhausted for not being able to heal their brain. The lack of knowledge about reverse energy was one of the reasons why Toji defeated Satoru Gojo. 14. Gojo sees the world in a unique way, as if it were a high-resolution thermal image, capable of even seeing buildings through the remnants of cursed energy and the flow of energy. Anyone who blindfolds Satoru Gojo would only see darkness. 15. Gojo's main stress comes from the top brass and executive sorcerers. He became even more irritated upon discovering, after being released from the seal, that the top brass considered all his students as criminals. After this, he decided to eliminate the top brass and put Master Gakuganji in charge. 16. Akutami wanted to make Gojo the strongest character in the series, and we saw the result of this through his extremely difficult to handle, almost impossible, powers, which makes it difficult to remove him from the scene to allow the development of other characters. 17. Satoru Gojo is the second strongest character in the series, behind only Ryomen Sukuna, who narrowly failed to put the King of Curses back in the tomb, losing only because Sukuna devised plans to deal with Gojo. 18. In the last moments of his life, Gojo felt satisfied because in the fight against Sukuna, he gave his all, using his maximum abilities and power. He was just a little disappointed because Sukuna didn't give his best in the fight. Well guys, that was today's video. I hope you enjoyed the content, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to continue receiving content like this. With that said, until the next video.